Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be me solving the exponential radicals problems for the intensive. Um, this first problem right here, I already solved on the homework. So if you can just go to the homework, it's one of the last questions there. So you can just see what I did. It's the same one. Going into the first question here then, which of the following expressions is equal to the given expression where x is greater than or equal to 0 and y is greater than or equal to 0? So in here we have square root of x times the square root of x plus the square root of y. So what do we got to do here? Distribute. Simple as that. So this would be equal to the square root of x times the square root of x um, plus the square root of x times the square root of y. Okay, so we know that the square root of x times the square root of x, since they have the same root, we can use the properties of radicals to combine both of them together under the same root. So that will be equal to square root of x times x. Same thing for this term right here, x times y. Okay, so x times x, we know that's equal to x squared because since we have the same base, we can add up the exponents plus square root of x, y, and then this cancels out. So x plus the square root of x, y is the answer. A is right. All right. Here's a tip that I always like to give. There are many ways of writing equivalent expressions. That's why understanding the rules is important. Why is that? Because if we understand the rules, we can manipulate any equation any way we like. In other words, for example, this could be the answer, but it's not present in any of the answer choices. So we got to know that the square root of x cancels out with the square. This is a very easy example, but that happens in harder problems as well. So let's do this one right here, the second one for the day. What's the first one for the practice below? Not that it matters. The expression 4x to the 11th power divided by 12x to the 5th power is equivalent to 1/3 x to the b power, where b is a constant and x is greater than 0. What's the value of b? Okay, so we got to simplify this because it's equivalent. I see that 4 and 12 is simplified to 1 and 3. The only thing they did is literally divided everything by 4. So divide by 4, this becomes 1. Divided by 4, this becomes 3. So that's where the 1/3 comes from, okay? And using the properties of exponents, we know if we divide same base exponents, we just have to subtract the exponents. So 11 minus 5. So that's equal to 1/3 x to the 6th power, and therefore b equals 6. Okay, so right here, we can see that b equals 6. Very easy, but if you don't know the properties of exponents, you won't get this question right on the test. Okay, let's do number one again, I guess, but problem 3 for today. Which expression is equivalent to the fourth root of a to the 9th power? What I always do is I always check the answer choices to see what pathway I'm going to take. So if I see that every single answer choice is an exponential form, then I know I've got to transform radicals to exponents. And it's very, very easy. So the radical, which is the root, comes to the denominator. So this becomes a9 divided by 4 in exponential form. So that's a. Let's do the fourth problem. Which of the following is an equivalent form of the cube root of f to the 6a k squared, where f is greater than 0 and k is also greater than 0. So let's do this. Again, analyzing every single answer. Every single answer is in exponential form. So let's turn this into exponents. So this is f to the 6a k squared to the power of 1/3. And now we can just distribute the exponents here and here. So that's f to the 6a divided by 3, k to the 2 divided by 3. Just multiplying because since we have an exponent to the power of another exponent, we can distribute the exponents. Why? Because they're being multiplied. If there was an addition here, just like the first problem, not the first problem, problem 0 that I did on the other video, you're going to see that if there is a positive sign, we can't do that. We got to distribute. Okay. So, simplifying this, we got f to the 6 divided by 3 is 2, 2a, k to the 2 divided by 3. Just because of the k, we know that d is right. So we didn't even have to do to solve for f if we were on the SAT. Alrighty. Another way of approaching this would be to just put them in different rules. So, for example, this is the same way in here that we could combine the roots. If the roots are the same on this problem, we can also just break down the root. So there'll be cube root of f to the 6a times the cube root of k squared. And now we can transform this into exponents since we got just one term. Then we don't need to worry about distributing afterwards. So that's f to the 6a divided by 3 times k to the 2 over 3. And brings us back to what we had here. Reminders from day one. Let's do some more questions. The function f is defined by f of x equals -8 times 6 to the power of x minus 4. What is the y-intercept of the graph of y equals f of x in the xy plane? So this is the keyword, y-intercept. This is the value of y when x equals 0. So we know we gotta substitute 0 into the equation to find the value of y when x equals 0. So f of 0 equals -8 times 6 to the power of 0 minus 4. So that's equal to -8. Any number to the power of 0 is 1. And you got the calculator to figure that out on the test if you want to. Minus 4. So that's equal to -8 minus 4. So that's equal to -12. So that's coordinate 0, comma, -12. Because when x is 0, y is -12. That's a. So number 5, we've got a graph here. The graph of y equals 2 to the power of x minus a is shown, where a is a constant. What is the value of a? Very easy. We can pick a point on the graph, any point on the graph, plug in for y and x, find the value of a. Because any point on the graph is literally a value of x and y based on the equation. So let's pick the easiest ones, either -3, either 0, -3, or 2, 0. Let's do choose 0. So using choose 0, we can substitute that in for x and this in for y. So we know that 0 equals 2 to the power of 2 minus a. 0 equals 4 minus a. Subtracting 4 on both sides. Minus 4 equals minus a. So a equals 4 because the minus and a minus. So a equals 4. A is right. Very easy. Every time we have some kind of equation with a constant, we can always pick a point on the graph, sub in for x and y, find the constant. Hard problem. The expression 6 fifth root of 3 to the 5th power x to the 45th power times the 8th root of 2 to the 8th power x times x is equivalent to 8x to the b power, where a and b are positive constants and x is greater than 1. What is the value of a plus b? So we gotta find a, we gotta find b. What they're asking is ax to the b power, so I know we gotta turn every single radical into exponents because that's what we have here. So let's start doing this. Let's do this way right here. I think it's simpler for people to understand. So let's do this one. You can do any way though, any way you like. So let's do 6. Let's separate the roots in the each term. Fifth power of 3 to the fifth times x. This is too close. So times the fifth root of x to the 45th power times the eighth root of 2 to the eighth times the eighth root of x. Okay, so now let's do the magic. This cancels out. The fifth root and the fifth power cancel out. So this is 6 times 3. Let's change this into exponents. So that's x to the 45 divided by 5 times 2, 8 divided by 8, it cancels out. So this cancels out, times x to the 1 over 8. Okay, so let's now combine like terms. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 times 2 is 36. So that's 36. Now we can combine the x's. So we got x to the 45 over 5 times x to the 1 over 8. So we've got to add up the exponents. So I'm going to do that in my calculator. 45 divided by 5 plus 1 divided by 8. That gives me 9.125. And then I can change that to fraction. That's equal to 73 over 8. So that's 36x to the 73 over 8. They're asking us what's the value of a plus b. We know that a is 36. We know that b is 73 divided by 8. So 36, a plus b equals 36 plus 73 divided by 8. I'm just going to use my calculator. Plus 36. 36 plus 73 divided by... Jesus. 36 plus 73 divided by 8 is 361 divided by 8. Or in decimal, it's 45.125. Two possible answers. All right. So this is it. Be careful in what the question is asking. Know how to decide which road to take. If the answers are in exponential form, go for the exponential path. If the answers are in radical form, go to the radical path. It's very simple. Let me know if you have any questions. See ya.